Hey guys, it's Andrew and this is Blue Collar and Rich. Guys, I wanted to make a quick video for you because I just had an experience here recently that I thought was worth sharing. I recently had to call up the CRA, and for all of you non-Canadians out there, CRA stands for Canada Revenue Agency. It's our version of the IRS, okay? So this is clearly the kind of department that you don't want to be speaking to on a regular basis. But these are people who are generally, for the most part, giving out negative financial information to you. But I wanted to give the CRA a call because I wanted to get an update on my TFSA. TFSA here in Canada stands for Tax-Free Savings Account. And for those of you who don't know what it is or would like to learn some more about that, I am going to be producing some information about the TFSA in the very near future. It's just out of the scope for this video here, but that's an important strategy, and I'm definitely going to be talking about that shortly. So the reason why I called the CRA was because I wanted to get an update on my TFSA contributions. It's super important to max out those contributions without going over the limit. Going over the limit would mean you're incurring monthly interest penalties, and obviously you want to do everything you can to avoid that. But so I had to call the CRA, had a great conversation with a woman named Jen. She gave me the details I was looking for, and then actually the conversation drifted into, I would think probably actually a more important subject. So we actually, touched on the fact that quite often her job does involve giving negative information to people, and we even agreed that, it's imperative, it's super important for people to improve their financial literacy and guard against financial risk. So clearly right away I knew I was on a similar wavelength with this individual. And so she started sharing a story with me. We actually had a laugh because she said there have been times in the past where she's been at the bank, and the teller is engaging in a conversation with her, and she says, "Well, can't you see my file?" And the teller says, "Yeah." She says, "Well, what does it say there I do for a living? Who does it say who my employer is?" And then as soon as the teller sees that, she actually noticed a visible change in the teller's expression, because the teller realized, they made a grave error because they were trying to give advice that they weren't qualified for. So what happened here was the teller was, and this has happened to Jen more than once, the teller was passing on tax advice, and she full on responded with, "You can't tell people this. If people are taking your advice, they are going to harm their financial situation." And we even agreed that it's not exactly beneficial to publicly embarrass or ridicule someone. There's certainly a time and a place for that, but sometimes people need to be called on their bullshit too, because if you have a position of authority or influence, especially regarding finances, quite often you need to be licensed to discuss certain matters with the public, especially, right? So these professionals, these people holding these positions, they need to understand that if you're passing on information to the public, you need to have a very good understanding of what that is exactly and how exactly that's going to impact that individual's finances. It's really unfortunate that this happened, but with any luck, Jen, kind of scared these people straight when these situations happened. Once she shared the story, I realized I could have probably a more of an open conversation with her. And whereas normally people are trying to rush off the phone with the CRA, in this situation, I was having a good conversation and thought, why not keep this going? And it was at that point when I actually admitted to her that I had to bite my lip earlier on in the conversation when she mentioned RRSPs. RRSPs are again a Canadian financial product that is very, very misunderstood and has been pushed down all of our throats for decades. I shared with her that my mom is experiencing some severe headaches regarding her RRSPs right now, and I'm not a fan of RRSPs at all. That's another subject that I need to produce some content and get out on the page here for you guys, because there are some major misunderstandings regarding RRSPs. Again, that's outside of the scope of this video, and I want to wrap this up for you guys before it gets too long. But just wanted to share these tips with you guys because and I want to share these stories because I really find that this is a really important part of everyone's financial strategy. I always say, and I've probably said this in an earlier video, always consider the source. Always ask yourself, where is this information coming from? If you can truly trust where the information is coming from, great. It's still a good idea to always do your homework and just don't throw blind faith in the air either, right? Just actually look it up, maybe do a couple Google searches, maybe get a second, third opinion from other professionals before acting on it, especially if it's something you haven't heard of before, right? I just really thought this story was valuable, and I had a really great chat with Jen. And I just want to quickly say to you guys, I don't want to bash bankers or tellers or CRA representatives. Everybody has a role to play. Everybody has a place in this world, but try to understand that when you are at a bank, they may truly believe that they are acting in their client's best interest, but please understand that it is a business at the end of the day, and they only have access to certain products that they have right in front of them. So if there was a product that was outside of that box that would actually benefit you more, depending on your circumstances, they won't have access to that product, and they won't even know about that product. So try to realize that when you're in a facility like a bank, are they worried about their commission? Are they worried about their bonus at the end of the month? Do they have access to all the different products that are going to benefit you per se? I'm not bashing them, but there's definitely problems that banks are great at solving, and then there are other problems that banks are causing. So we need to grow this conversation and spread this message so that more people are prepared when you go into a bank and have a casual conversation with a teller and take some advice that's actually going to be extremely harmful on your finances. So, and then just to wrap this up, I want to say it was a pleasure speaking with Jen with the CRA, and it was just a relief knowing that there are people out there who genuinely care and want to see people succeed and prosper. I just want to quickly share that because the CRA, I have no doubt, takes a lot of crap from a lot of people for a lot of reasons, and I had a positive conversation with them, and I thought it was worth sharing that with all of you. So if you guys like what you heard here, hit that thumbs up button, that like button. Leave me a comment. If you got any questions, love engaging with you guys. And if you like this stuff, this kind of material, and you want to see more of it, subscribe to the channel. I can't wait to put out some more stuff there for you. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Take care. See ya. Bye.